In statements made Wednesday night in the suburbs of Detroit, former President Donald Trump slammed President Biden, Democrats, and the big three automakers over electric cars as his rival Republicans prepared to take the stage in California for the second GOP presidential debate. Although the United Auto Workers Union members on strike in 20 states were not present when the president spoke at the Clinton Charter Township, Michigan, non-union facility of auto parts producer and supplier Drake Enterprises. While some audience members held "Unions for Trump" banners, the former president complimented the job of auto employees and claimed that they don't receive the recognition they deserve. Trump addressed his supporters, "You built this country," to applause. He claimed to be on the side of American auto workers who want to restore the country's greatness and who produce vehicles that are going to go far. In addition, he criticized automakers for making "stupid or gutless" investments in the development of electric vehicles, claiming that "the damn things don't go far enough, and they're too expensive." One day after Mr. Biden visited the picket line, Trump attacked his record on auto production and employees. "Biden's mandate isn't a government regulation, it's a government assassination of your jobs and your industry," stated Trump. "The auto industry is under attack. And it doesn't matter what you get. I don't care what you get over the course of the next 2, 3, or 5 weeks. They're going to shut down and start making those cars in China and other countries. It's a hit job on Detroit and Michigan, and it can't continue." Trump made his trip to the Detroit region public before Vice President Biden. Trump said Wednesday night that Mr. Biden arrived only after I announced that I would be here, and that his remarks lasted only a few seconds. The UAW and other union officials would, hopefully, support him, Trump said to the non-union throng, noting that they often support Democrats. He addressed UAW members and their leaders who weren't present for the entire speech. He addressed Shawn Fain, the UAW president, and said, "Shawn, support Trump." Fain's comments on Trump in an interview with CNN showed that he is not a fan of the former president, even though the UAW has not yet announced its endorsement in the race for president. "Since I don't believe the man cares even the slightest bit about what our workers or the working class stand for, I don't see the sense in meeting with him," Mr. Fain stated. "He serves the billionaire class, which is what's wrong with this country," the speaker said. Fain was the first person to welcome Mr. Biden when he visited the UAW in Michigan on the picket lines. Prior to the former president's arrival, the Democratic National Committee erected anti-Trump billboards around Detroit. And on Wednesday, the Biden team disclosed that a fresh advertisement would air in Michigan denouncing Trump as an anti-union candidate. The advertisement claims that although Trump says he stands with auto workers, as president, he passed tax breaks for his rich friends while auto manufacturers shuttered their plants, and Michigan lost manufacturing jobs. Joe Biden promised to defend workers, and he is doing so. The president's trip to Michigan was criticized by the Trump campaign as a PR stunt. The Trump team released a statement claiming, "This is nothing more than a PR stunt from crooked Joe Biden to distract and gaslight the American people from his disastrous Bidenomics policies that have led to so much economic misery across the country." Since days, Mr. Biden has been under fire from Trump over his backing of electric vehicles. In order to move the nation away from fossil fuel-powered vehicles and toward electric vehicles, the president has taken a number of actions, including proposing drastic reductions in tailpipe emissions, approving funding for charging stations, encouraging the conversion of auto manufacturing facilities to EV or battery plants, and more. At the Reagan Library, Senator Tim Scott, businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, former Vice President Mike Pence, former Governor Chris Christie, and Governor Ron DeSantis are currently teeing off for a second time. Trump's decision to skip the debates hasn't yet had a negative impact on his polling results. He continues to dominate every Republican opponent. Trump owes the voters' presence at the debate, according to DeSantis. In his remarks, Trump joked that the candidates were vying for positions in his cabinet and referred to the second GOP debate as a "jobs battle." He inquired as to whether anyone in the group could serve as a vice president. He responded to his own query by saying, "I don't think so." DeSantis stated on Fox News on Tuesday that he owes it to every voter to appear, defend his record, and explain what he would do moving ahead and what he may do differently. And he isn't keen on doing that. "I believe that the electorate has a right to hear from each candidate.